Hello, welcome, Quarantine Conversation. Very, very excited about this one. You're a friend of mine, Miss Juliana Ponciano. I was thinking about you. I've known you for so long.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, like my whole time I was at RHCC, I started going to RHCC basically. You led worship when I was in middle school.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't say that to be like, oh, haha, how great is this? But it just like, I was like, oh my gosh, like I've known Julie for a long time. I'm really excited to chat with her for a little bit about her quarantine life. Because this is crazy. And I feel like you have a very unique experience in this because you've talked to me about it. And I know you've shared a little bit that your employment has been affected by this. And so that's something I'd like to chat about if you're ready and willing. But before we jump into the heavier stuff, my question is just, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Definitely. I feel like I've been kind of numb to it this whole time. Because I don't do well with change unless I'm initiating the change.
Right.
Which God finds very laughable,
Yeah, especially right now.
So I think I've just kind of been numb to like, I haven't been necessarily sad or anything. I've just kind of been like zombieing around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Zombieing around. Yeah, it's hard. The whole control thing is really bumming me out too. I always tell Megan like, oh, I don't want to get sick. I'm so scared I'm going to get coronavirus. And she's like, well, you're not going to, but if you do, like, what can you do about it?
Yeah. I figure if I get it, like, then I get it. Mm-hmm. If I don't, then I don't.
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm being precautious and
careful.
Making sure I'm social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How what have you been going outside for? What have you been like your trips out?
Trader Joe's, the best grocery store.
Hands down.
Yeah, walks, just long walks.
Yeah.
I went to Ding Tea yesterday that just opened up where Yami used to be.
Yep.
And then to my parents' house. Gabe and I are jamming out on the guitar.
That's awesome.
And Bella too. But yeah, we had like a little band thing going on.
Is Gabe just like dying that he can't play electric guitar in the 290s right now?
Yeah, he just asked my dad the other day, and I'm like, and he found this cool thing where he can edit it, and I know nothing about technology.
Yeah.
Like I used to video edit for school, but that's it. But I said he can come over to my apartment and he can
figure it out.
He can do what he wants here.
That's super funny. That's good sister move. Like, all right, you can come by and mess around a little bit. So you've been
my apartment's empty enough.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, are you just alone?
I have a roommate. She's still working.
Okay, cool. So that must be nice for like the isolation piece. And that was my next question. So you have a roommate and you've been going to family, but what else have you been doing to fight against the isolation that's coming up in this time?
Well, I mean, like I had like a whole list of things to do, and as you can see, like they're not checked off.
Give us some of the stuff on your list. I'm very interested in this.
Go through clothing to donate and keep.
We did that.
Write letters to friends.
Clutch.
Have not done that. I used to make clay earrings.
Okay.
And I said to make another batch, and I have not.
Make some more clay.
And then research dermatology because I'm an esthetician now, but I want to either pursue medical esthetician or dermatology. So it's a lot more studying.
Yeah. That's rad.
Yeah.
It's a time to get in.
I repotted my plants, so I did one of those things.
Check it off the list. Yeah, I make a to-do list every day on my little notepad by my computer, and right there. QC,
how many times has baking bread been on there? Oh, there's me.
Yeah, there you are right there. Baking bread. No, that usually is just like a more fun kind of like, oh, I'm going to do that today. Yeah. No, yeah. It takes a lot of time to like prep. So it's like, you got to plan it in the morning, but yeah, I don't generally like plan it out. I'll probably bake a loaf on Saturday, a dope loaf as we've been calling it.
A dope loaf.
A dope loaf. We've been calling it.
That should be your new Twitter handle.
Oh man.
A dope loaf.
A dope loaf. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna copyright that today. So you've been trying to do stuff. You have that list of things. What about like friends? How have you been interacting with your friends or your community of people in this time?
I don't really go to college group during everything because I work so much.
Right.
But I've been logging on to their things.
That's so awesome. I love that.
And then my friend, Krista, she volunteers with the junior hires for the high schoolers that don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she and I will go into her jacuzzi that are 6 feet apart. But
that's awesome.
Aside from that, that's it.
Rad. That is so rad. Yeah. Do you get...
I'm not even seeing Michael, so.
Oh, yeah, the boyfriend, he's on the back burner. I was going to ask about that. That's really, really, really funny. This is so inside baseball, inside Julie's life. Is he in Santa Barbara or is he back home?
He's back home,
okay.
Yeah. So nice. His parents are just like, no.
Listen, students.
Safety precautions.
Listen to this. This is an adult leader that we trust to shepherd your soul, and she is saying, don't even see your boyfriend. So, hey, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's gospel truth, but I'd listen to her. I'd listen to her if I were you, all you dating youth out there.
It's not worth it. You can FaceTime.
You can FaceTime. Absolutely. Dude, I love the way you're trying to flatten the curve romantically. It's very good. Very good.
We have so much time.
Good.
There's no need to
love it.
Be desperate with each other.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, I love you. I can't see you.
That's great.
High school relationship.
That's awesome. No, this is great. I'm really happy to have hit that with you, because that's a really big part, I think, of a lot of our students are like, yeah, I have all these friends, but I'm also, quote, dating this person, and I would love to, spend some time with them. And it's really awesome to hear you say that. I think a lot of students should listen, and man, it's just crazy times out there. I can't believe every day you wake up and it's like another thing is happening. And so, I know we'll talk about your job in a second, but what are some things that have been canceled or that have been like postponed that's been really disappointing for you?
Well, I was going to fly out to see Vanessa Abel.
Oh, man.
For everyone in the high school ministry, Drew Abel's older sister.
Dropping some names. I love it.
I was going to fly out to see her in Colorado, but can't do that.
Not anymore.
I mean, I technically can, but I'm not going to do that.
I wouldn't.
And then I was going to go to Italy for a week and a half. In the fall. So I don't know. Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe next year. And then I don't know if it's necessarily canceled, but I'm planning on. I would like to get my own apartment in October, just because roommates aren't my favorite.
I hear that.
To have. I like being by myself, so we'll see.
Yeah. Wow. That sucks.
Definitely put a spin on my finances.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. So you've lost your job. You were laid off because of coronavirus, right?
Yeah. So I'm an esthetician, so I work very closely with people. And so it's not essential. Yeah. So, I mean, some people might say it's essential, but
you would say it.
Yeah. I mean, I wax my roommate's eyebrows here.
Okay. But, you're like, Venmo me, please.
Yeah. So, and I also nanny for the crawls on Mondays.
Oh, still?
So, I mean,
You still do that during this time still?
No. So I feel super blessed. Like, they're still paying me.
Wow. That's so awesome.
Because they're still working, and I really appreciate that.
That's huge.
They have the best children ever.
Little Jackson, little Xander, yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm fully at home, which is weird because I like revolve my life around work, and so it's just.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Talk to me about what that was like. Like, I mean, did you grieve? What was going through your heart and your mind when you hear like, hey, this is going to take a toll on you financially, like you're going to lose your job over this? What were you thinking? That's really fascinating.
Well, I've been financially supporting myself since 18.
Yeah.
So this is my first apartment that I've had. Like, I've mainly been renting rooms from people since I turned 18. And so I was just super nervous about like rent. And I had money to fall back on for the Italy trip. So of course, like I had that money. So I've been able to lean into that a little bit, and then the stimulus check. Yeah. And I'm not really someone that deals with anxiety, but I had a panic attack like when they first told me.
Wow.
Which is weird because I've never I don't really deal with anxiety. I'm someone that kind of just pushes through everything, and then I'll deal with it like when I need to deal with it.
Right.
So I think because my biggest fear is the unknown. Like, I don't like the ocean. I don't want to go into space. If we all move there, I'll die on Earth with the pollution. It's fine. Like the deep sea, I don't like because I don't know what's there. Yeah. So like just the unknown is what caused it. Where it's like the control is just not there.
Right.
So yeah, I think that was the biggest thing for me. Not necessarily the financial aspect, which is definitely still worrying for me because I'm used to having 3 to 4 jobs at a time. And so having this, it's just, yeah.
So this is like not only just a financial shift, and that's super negative and super impacting, but you've also like had a complete just like disposition change. Like you don't have a ton of jobs right now. You're not out working or at Impact or whatever. Like you are home. How have you been dealing with just being home?
Sleeping in until 1.
Oh my goodness. So I woke you up today.
So today my mom's a preschool director. So she needed help at the preschool this morning. So the earliest I've woken up since quarantine.
Oh, nice. I'm honored.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's mainly been like sleeping or like cleaning at the house or playing guitar, which I suck at, but I'm trying to learn.
Can we expect any original music from this time in quarantine from you?
Oh, I have some from when I was 18, but it was also when I thought like boys were wonderful and just like super important. So
you should resurrect those songs.
Maybe I'll rewrite some.
Yeah, rewrite some of those songs. That is super, super funny. What would you say to the students who are feeling the same thing that you are, that, you know, I want to be outside, I want to be with my friends, but I have to stay home? What kind of advice or wisdom would you give them from your experience in all this?
I think counting blessings is like a big thing.
That's great.
Like, that you have food, you have toilet paper, you have, and if you don't, I have some extra rolls I can drop it off.
We'll help you out. We'll help you out for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, like counting your blessings, and then I really encourage everybody, like, don't let yourself sleep in until 1. Like, create like a schedule for yourself, a routine, because like I started doing that the last week, and it's been super helpful.
That's awesome.
And just making sure you FaceTime your friends.
House party, FaceTime, you know, doing all that, you know, that's awesome. That's good. And I think that's great advice, because I think a lot of students would resonate with what's happening right now in your world. Like, I'm home, I'm not doing anything. What should I do? What, besides, you know, guitar, what other hobbies have you picked up in quarantine?
I learned how to cook salmon.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Yeah. So I baked the salmon.
Yep, that makes sense.
I failed at cooking chicken, which
it's the same process as baking salmon.
But I didn't bake it. I tried to put it on the pan, and normally I chop them into cubes, and I was trying a recipe where it wanted me to do the whole breast. And it was just not good. So, I mean, trying to learn how to cook, then, I mean, organizing things. Yeah. And then like reading my old esthetician books.
Yeah, that's good. Staying busy, staying active, I like that. What's one thing?
Walks.
Yeah, that's great. I love the walks. We've been doing walks a lot. Except like I keep saying, our neighborhood is, since the Esplanades closed, it's like so many people are just walking on side streets. It's so frustrating. And I've also had a million swarm of bees over outside recently, so I'm trying to stay outside. It's not good. What's one thing that you've learned or you're learning right now that you're excited to take outside of quarantine?
That being busy isn't everything. And I feel like I've always kind of known that, but it's kind of just like I even have a tattoo that says be still for that very reason, because I don't know how to be still. Right. And God calls us during quarantine, after quarantine, has called us before quarantine to like be still with him and not always just like keep our minds busy, because it's important for us to nurture that relationship and also just be okay with where we're at. And I have typically glossed over that because I just want to work or go see friends. And so I think he's just kind of like reaffirming like the fact that I need to be still and learning how to do that, which is very difficult for me.
Yeah, I think it's difficult for a lot of us. And I think that, you know, we talk about this at Impact and stuff, but like what you are learning now, you probably couldn't have learned under normal circumstances. Yeah. Some things needed to be stripped away for you to really become the person that God wanted you to be. And so it's awesome to hear you say that. And I really appreciate you taking time, and hopefully you can get back to bed after this interview is over. But I'll ask you the question I ask everybody. Julie, one thing in quarantine you're watching, reading, listening to that is bringing you joy that you want us all to experience as well.
Oh, I really like Instant Hotel.
What is that?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's an Australian show. It's basically I have a weird obsession with just Australian people. I love Australian people. If it's an Australian show, I'll watch it.
Okay.
But it's basically like Australians that have Airbnbs, and they're rating each other's Airbnbs, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, that, and then I've been playing a lot of the Kardashian game, which I just discovered, and Fishdom.
The Kardashian game, of course.
I know nothing about the Kardashians.
Good.
So I don't know why I'm playing this game, but it's interesting.
Who's your favorite Kardashian now that you've started to engage with them a little bit?
I still know nothing about them.
Just based on the game, then, who's your favorite Kardashian?
Well, they only really show Kim.
Okay.
But based on real life, I like Kylie's makeup, so I'll say Kylie.
Okay. Kylie, yeah. I also like Kylie's baby daddy's music a lot. So
Tyga?
No, Travis Scott.
See, I know nothing.
Wow. Yeah, I just taught you something.
I know nothing about celebrities. I just know Paul Rudd is the best, and that's it.
What else do you need to know about anything? Paul Rudd is the best.
Nothing.
The Kardashian game is fun, and Australians like to rate each other's Airbnbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, are you like really wanting to go to Australia at some point?
Oh, 100%. Even though I keep seeing videos of their jumping spiders, and they're like giant spiders that will randomly be in your car.
We'll have to connect with Rob Kral about this one.
Like, I have a few clients that have told me, like, it'll randomly like hop, like randomly be a snake in the shower, or like
hate that,
a giant spider while you're driving on the freeway just go on your dash, and I'm like, nope.
That is not a journey I want to go on at any point in my life. What is more scary to you, snakes or spiders?
Ooh, spiders. I don't know why. I think spiders, because snakes are longer, and I know they can be fast, but I feel like I can step on it or like kick it.
You can step on a spider. They're generally not bigger than your foot.
But if you look at these spiders, they look like a hybrid with a crab. I don't know what they're called, like king something. But their shell, I don't know. They look scary. They're too big. They can like jump on my face or something.
When I was a freshman in high school, we used to prank. I had a web design class, and we used to prank each other there was this one particular type of spider, and students listening, Google it. There is a spider called a camel spider, which is giant.
I think that.
And there are videos on YouTube and pictures on the internet of camel spiders like eating birds and stuff. And we used to just like make them each other's backgrounds on our like little school computers.
Oy.
I have a visceral reaction to it. Like, oh, it's so terrifying. Nature is super scary. And that's why it's better that we're inside. Speaking of inside, and I'm going to stay here forever now. Really good talking to you, Julie. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Keep plugging away at guitar. I can't wait to hear all the songs about boys. And I'm excited to hear what comes from this time. I hope you are doing well. And when we see each other soon, it'll be a good thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Adios.